taking control of my desk here. As you can see, I'll quickly look around. Look, you guys know who have seen this desk in the new studio been put up like a right angle. That's where I do all my videoing. Looking for this is actually what we fitted. That's the petrol tank, which is going to be where the batteries are going to be fitted for the electrics. This wire has just got to be left for now until a further date, new issue, further issue to die. DB5, and check out Agora models, guys. You can now get another DB5 to build, which was the Dr. No, I think it was, and that's a total defeated. It's the same model, but it's got different things on it, what you can do with it. So yeah, guys, I chickened out. I'm not going to get it down. As you can see, it could be brought down, but everything is balancing on it at the minute. It's huge. The lighting might be a bit dull there, guys, because obviously it's on the first shelf of my studio. There's the engine there, guys. But this is exactly what we did. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Here we are again with a weekly recap. I'll call it the weekly recap. It's been a while, guys. This is about the 12-day recap. I do apologise about that. I've had a right bad stomach, basically. I won't go into details about that. But yeah, what I've done is just done as many videos as I can. And because of time issues, etc., I've just not had time to do the weekly recap. But now here it is, guys. So it's the weekly recap, 12-day recap. If you're not already subscribed, guys, remember to subscribe, like, also comment and share, and press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with the weekly recap. Okay then, guys, so let's crack on with the weekly recap, the 12-day recap. I'll try not to leave it that long next time. We've got all these to get through, which I've done in the last 12 days. Also the DB5, which, as you guys know, there's not a magazine for that. So we'll just go straight into that in the video and tell you exactly what we built on the DB5 in the last 12 days. But I'll just place these mags down there. To start off with, guys, you know very well I do the Elvis shorts. In the last 12 days, I've had 2 Elvis shorts, which you can see about now, here and here. The 2 shorts I did, guys, was obviously with Elvis and Priscilla Presley. Now, these videos have popped, guys, so if you're watching this video and you've not seen these shorts, check out the video, especially the Elvis and Priscilla one, with Always on My Mind. I love that song. I love all Elvis songs, as you guys know, if you're a regular to the channel. And if you're not a regular yet, I'm a massive Elvis fan, guys. So yeah, I put 2 shorts out. One of them was Always on My Mind, which has popped. I think there's around 6,000 views. Watch that. So people are loving that. Join the club, guys. I'm absolutely loving it, and I love doing these shorts. Basically what it is, guys, is putting video extracts or pictures of Elvis and Priscilla up on the channel in a short with Elvis's music. So yeah, one of the shorts was Always on My Mind, and the other short was Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Now, just to think, guys, what Elvis went through, and the song is basically Walk a Mile in His Shoes. And some of the pictures in the short, it's just making you think, just imagine what it was like to be Elvis, the biggest pop star, rock and roll star in the world ever. That's my opinion. I think you would agree. But there was no one like him in that time, guys, and what he had to go through, what he was putting up with, all his private life, the work schedule. Just imagine, guys, when you watch that short, just look at some of this, just a small short of amount of pictures I've put on the short, and just imagine what Elvis was going through, or what he went through, and what he had to come up against. Yeah, the rock and roll star of all time to me. That's my opinion. I think there's a lot of other Elvis fans who would agree with that. So yeah, that was the 2 Elvis shorts which you've just seen on both sides of me there on the video. And then also in the last 12 days, I put a vlog out of Amelia Rose, my daughter, and her ponies. Again, you will just see that about here now. Check that out, guys. Obviously, this video is just to show you and tell you what I've done in the last week or 12 days. I keep saying that, but it has been 12 days. So yeah, any of these things you see on this recap, guys, if you want to watch the video in full, please check it out in my playlist. You'll find it. But yeah, here it is at the minute, the vlog of Amelia Rose and her ponies. Now, in this vlog, guys, a lot was going on. We're just starting to break in Storm, which is the white cob, and we're now starting to gradually break in Ennis, which is the grey pony, Welsh category, I think, grade A, B. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not the major horse person in the family. It's my daughter and my wife. But yeah, the white cob at the minute's been broken because he's at the age now. Ennis will be next year, but we can start giving him the groundwork. So this time next year, we'll have 2 ponies being able to be ridden and broken. That's what breaking in means, guys. I've learned that. Once you broke in, they can be ridden. Storm's coming on leaps and bounds, and this vlog is all about that, testing bodies on him to test his weight. My daughter rides Storm and Ennis because we can do that with Ennis at the minute as long as we're gradually doing it. That's the grey pony. But yeah, I won't go on about that, guys. If you want to check that video out, that vlog, and I'm going to try and put more vlogs out to do with my daughter Amelia Rose and Storm and Ennis, hopefully weekly. I'm going to try and put them out weekly. It just depends on the schedule, because I do want to do my models for you guys also, which is what this channel's all about, and obviously the Elvis shorts. But there's loads going on the channel, guys. Just for the first 5 minutes of this weekly recap, you can see we've got Elvis shorts, we've got vlogs, we've got models which are coming up in this video in a minute, what I've built in the last 12 days, which is weekly. Titanic, you can see here, DB5 here. Just here you've got Dom's Charger. But that was the videos for the vlog and the shorts, guys. So now let's move on and see what I've been building. Okay then, guys, so we'll get straight into this weekly recap now with the model builds I've done also in the last week. Yeah, I say weekly recap, guys. I've said it so many times. I'm going to go for the weekly recap, but it has been a 12-day stint since you had a weekly recap. So we'll start off with the Millennium Falcon. I've done 2 issues of this in the last 12 days, guys. So let's look at the mags. First of all, we'll take a look at issue 29's magazine. So there you go, guys. You can take a look at this. And of course, if you want to see this full video of this issue or any issue I'm doing on the weekly recaps, just check it out on my channel, guys, in the playlist, and you will find the full video up there waiting for you guys to watch. Now in this part, in this issue, we was fitting the turret ring. It was a pretty quick issue, guys. As you can see, we had some hull frame, screws, the radial stiffener, and obviously the turret ring. All it was to do, guys, is basically fit the turret ring in the center of the framework already built, as you can see by the instructions. Fit the turret ring, and that was it for that issue. Now what I'm going to do is show you the next magazine which I built from in the last 12 days, and then I'll bring the model over and show you the 2 issues and what was done at the end of these 2 issues. So yeah, here's issue 30 of the magazine. You've got the usual good content, guys, if you're a Star Wars fan, which you will be obviously if you're building this along with me. There's a Millennium Falcon. Yeah. And there we go. And guys, I do recommend getting Disney on your devices, your TV, whatever, and watch Disney, because all the Star Wars are on there. Every Star Wars movie, everything to do with Star Wars, whether it's oh, there's a new one out. I forgot what it's called now. Comment down below, guys, if you can tell what that's called. I'm just trying to think what it's called, but it's a new one. It's basically pre-Star Wars 1, and it's pretty cool. But all the Star Wars is on there, guys. It's pretty cool. So I have Disney, so I'd look out to get that. It's really cool. You can get in Ultra HD also, which is what I'm filming in now. 4K, guys. All my videos are in 4K. But back to this weekly recap, issue 30. We received some hull frame, assembly jig, some hull plating and screws and radial stiffener. And what was entailed in this issue, guys, which I think this was the last video I did. This was up yesterday, I think, but check that out in the playlist. we basically had to assemble some more bottom frames, as you can see in the instructions here. It was a pretty quick, simple issue again. We just had to fit these 3 frames, the radial stiffener, and place one more piece on the jig, and that was it for these 2 issues of the Millennium Falcon in the last 12 days. So again guys, check those out in the playlist if you want to watch the full videos. They're pretty cool, and if you're following me along, this is just to recap you really guys. If you ain't had time to watch them, or you're thinking of watching them, you just want to see what I've been up to, well, go and check them out guys, they're in the playlist. So what I'll do now, we'll take a look at actually what we built in these 2 issues. Okay then guys, so here it is. I'm taking control of my desk here. As you can see, I'll quickly look around. Look, you guys know who have seen this desk in the new studio I've been put up. It's like a right angle. That's where I do all my videoing. There's the little tripod stand where I put my camera to film. Got some screwdrivers. There's my pillbox for the Millennium Falcon. This was given to me by my son. He did that at school. Millennium Falcon mags. Of course, Elvis Presley picture there. There's my caps, and then above you've got all the shelving. There's the Titanic. But I'm going to do it different this week. I'm freehand holding this camera guys, because I may as well utilise this desk I've got in safe. Keep moving these models as they could get damaged, and keep moving them about when they're not fully built guys. But this is what we did. Yeah, I'm going freehand guys. I'm going to leave the model here where it sits until I bring it over to this part of the desk where all the work happens here guys. That's where all the models being built. But yeah, what happened in these last 2 issues guys, this is the turret ring here, so I had to fit that, and then here these 3 frames was also fitted with the radial stiffener, and then I had to put this second to last piece for the jig, and I would have thought this one would be coming soon. So that was for the Millennium Falcon guys, and as you can see here just to the right, we've got 2 more mags plus the DB5, and there's the Titanic there. That'll be coming down in a sec. There's the DB5, and there's Dom's charger way up there. So yeah, without hanging about guys, let's crack on with the rest of these builds. And here we have issue 45 of the Dom's charger, Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious fan. You have the usual good content in these mags guys. As you can imagine, you get the cool pictures of the cars, the actors, actresses, and then we go straight in to what we did in the past week of doing Dom's charger, the build from Fan. Basically this week guys, the last 12 days, this issue we was doing the fuel tank and speaker, which this is going to be where the battery's going to be guys for the electrics for this car. As you can see by the instructions, it wasn't too strenuous this week. It was basically putting 2 pieces together, attaching it to the chassis, and also attaching the speaker to the chassis, and that was it. That was the finished result, which I'm going to get down in a minute for you and show you in the flesh. And just a bit more of this magazine, and that was it guys. And remember, you can check this out, the full video up on the channel there in the playlist. Just look through the playlist guys, you'll see the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger and Van Alm. Let me get the chassis down, the model down, and we'll take a look at it. And there you have it guys. You can't really tell unless you know what you're looking for. This is actually what we fitted. That's the petrol tank, which is going to be where the batteries are going to be fitted for the electrics. This wire has just got to be left for now until a further date, further issue. And also here you've got the speaker we fitted, which is going to obviously have the sound effects of the car. It's going to be awesome. And obviously this battery pack here, which is the petrol tank, that's going to be controlling all the electrics and the lights and the sounds, etc. So yeah, this was the build guys, what we built in the last 12 days. If you want to check this out, as I say, check it out, it's in the playlist. So now let's move on to the DB5. Okay, and then we move on to the James Bond collection guys from Agora Models, and this is the No Time to Die DB5. And check out Agora Models guys, you can now get another DB5 to build, which was the Dr. No, I think it was, and that's a total different. It's the same model, but it's got different things on it, what you can do with it compared to this one. Like for example, this has got all the shots to the window, etc., from the No Time to Die franchise. But check that out at Agora Models guys, and you'll see what I mean. But in the past week guys, the past 12 days, what I've done with this build is attached more of the chassis. So we've attached the rear part of the chassis, and guys, this is starting to take shape now. The size of this thing is taking shape. I'll just lift the camera up. You can see there's the front, which is what we've already done in the past weeks. Just attach brake, suspension, all the arms, the steering column, and then you can see so far all the chassis we have done right up to here in the last issue. Again, like I'm saying with all these recaps, guys, you can check this full build out in the playlist on my channel. So do that if you want to check this build out, guys, or you're doing it and building it along with me. So yeah, that was the DB5, and now we're going to move on to the Titanic from Hashut Partworks. Okay, so jumping straight into the Titanic, guys, from Hashut Partworks, issue 96. Let's have a look through the mag. As you can see here, coming in next week's issue, the next coming week, we've got the next section of the port side of the hull with screws. Now, I've said this in past videos, guys, if it's a simple issue like that, keep alert, because I might be doing 2 issues in one video, because it's just, there's no sense in just doing a 3 or 4 minute video apart from the intros and outros. So to crack on with this build, if there's something like that, keep watching, guys. I might just do a double video, a double issue, so we could be doing 97 and 98 in the next coming week. Oh, beautiful picture there of a storm rock. Cool. Imagine being in that on a ship. Oh, very scary. But the pictures are amazing, guys. Really good. Really takes you into that moment. Beautiful cars there. That's what was about at the time the Titanic was built. And then straight into what we did in this build in the last week or so. What we did, guys, is the next keel section for the hull. So what we had to do is attach this part to the rest of 95B, which we'd done in a previous issue. Screw those two together with 3 screws, as simple as that. And then what we did is put it on the rest of the build, as you can see here. Now I'm going to try and get this down, but it's getting very big, heavy, and I don't want to damage it or scratch it in any way. So I'll try and get that down now, guys, and show you exactly what we did and how it looks. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn it upside down, so if you want to take a good look at that picture, that's how it looks underneath the ship. What I can do is, I might take a picture on the shelf, I might do it on the desk here, we'll see, because it's getting that big now, guys. It is huge. It's got to be near enough a metre in length, near enough. And I think when it's fully built, it's bigger than a metre. So you can imagine the problems in trying to keep moving this build. So what I'll try and do is do my best to show you what we've built in this issue. I'll try and get it down to the desk here, but if not, understand, guys, it's a big model and I want to look after this model. But stay tuned to the end of the weekly recap, guys, and I will do an outro video with everything I've built in the last 12 days and how they're looking. Thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you like these weekly recaps. It's just, as it is, a weekly recap of what I've done in the past week or 12 days, as I've said now about 50 times. And you can just check out what's going on in a quick, fast video. And if you want to watch the big video or full video in full, should I say, you can head over to my playlist and check any of these videos out. And they're all in the playlist, guys. They're easy enough to find. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. So yeah, guys, I chickened out. I'm not going to get it down. As you can see, it could be brought down, but everything is balancing on it at the minute. It's huge. The lighting might be a bit dull there, guys, because obviously it's on the first shelf of my studio. There's the engine there, guys. But this is exactly what we did. If you can just look just in there, that is the floor we put in to the Titanic. And if you can imagine this was upside down, I mean, that was one of the things, look, moving it about, just building it, that little piece come off. It's getting very heavy, guys, and delicate, and if you do keep moving them about, it's obviously going to damage parts, and I don't want to do that. But there it is, guys. There's the floor. We attached that piece first, as you see in the instructions, just, which continued all the way down there, black hole in there, guys, and then we attached that floor to the rest of the ship, as you can see. And this is how it's looking. It's a bit back to the front at the minute. I've got to turn it around, but I think I'll leave that till tomorrow's video or whenever I do the Titanic this week. And I'll turn it back around and put her in a pride and place as she should be. But please understand, guys, I'm not going to get it down on the desk, just down below. It's getting too difficult to keep moving now. and I'm going to keep damaging things. So what I'm going to do now, guys, as I've just said previously, I'm going to do an outro. This is like your sort of beginning of the outro now of the Titanic, so just bear with me, guys. This is not going to be right at the end of the video. You're seeing this now, but all the other parts of the builds I've been doing will be. So yeah, that was what we was up to in the last video of the Titanic. And that is it for this week's weekly recap, guys. I know it was a 12-day recap, but yeah, it's the weekly recap. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, we'd really appreciate that. And if you're not already, remember to subscribe, press that bell notification. You will always be notified with anything I put up on the channel. But for now, guys, take care, enjoy this balmy weather if you're in the UK. I think it's going to be 28, 29 degrees the next couple of days, so I'll be out sunning it as I'm off now for 2 weeks annual leave with the family. So we'll be in the pool, having barbecues, etc. And also coming into the Ghost to cool off, to do some videos for you guys. But yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Peace.